Now, some communities in the city of Cape Town Metro are still grappling with the aftermath of heavy rains that lashed the Western Cape this week. While many have felt the impact, residents of informal settlements are the most vulnerable to the nature's fury. The city says over 1,200 structures have been affected and sandbags are being distributed to those affected to mitigate the flooding. I'm now joined by Reinard Geldenhuys from Overberg Disaster Management on the update with regards to the mop-up operations in the flood-hit areas in the Western Cape. Reinard, appreciate your time this afternoon. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Would you give us an update on the current flood situation in the Western Cape, those most affected, levels of casualties, if any?
Good afternoon, Nico, and good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, obviously, I don't have the mandate to speak to the whole of the Western Cape, and we have reports in, but the Overberg area where the city was probably the hardest hit, and in the Overberg area, the Cape Agulhas municipality took the brunt of it. So our situation at the moment, well, fortunately, first of all, we can go back and we say, in spite of 250 mils of rain plus in certain areas, 180 in 24 hours, we've had no injuries and no fatalities, and I'm very grateful for that. In our area, I know in some of our neighboring districts it wasn't the case, but and obviously the human factor is always on our mind, and we had damage to houses, we had people with wet bedding and wet houses and so on, and the municipality assisted them. So as we stand at the moment, 24 of our secondary roads are still closed. These are the I almost want to call it the gravel roads that go through our whole district, connecting farms, connecting areas. Our two main roads from Bredasdorp to Arniston and Bredasdorp to Struisbaai is still topping over. In other words, there's a lot of water still going over the road surface. It's still closed for safety reasons. I know people with higher vehicles are traveling through the area, but officially it's still closed for safety, as I said, for safety reasons. And then we've got one small community of about 11 households cut off. Our roads department tried way into the night last night to get it in, but we will have to go, or they will have to get in excavators and so on to get it in. So we're looking at a way to reach that community. And yesterday we managed to get also get a nursing sister out that was, let's call it, trapped in her area, and we really badly needed her back for dialysis, etc. So that's as far as the roads are concerned. The agri damage, of course, is huge. The damage to agricultural field, they've just been sown. We will have to see how this plays out, but we're talking about input cost of millions that might be down the drain or down the river. So yes, that's our current situation, trying to get roads back in order, trying to get things like water supply lines that was flooded away in the municipality back in order. So the mop-up goes on.
Now, how's the Overberg Disaster Management coordinating with other agencies to address this situation? I mean, you've talked about the input that the municipality has done. We often hear of the overarching hand of a gift of the givers, but it's really nice to hear about the local municipality playing a part in addressing some of the challenges.
No, definitely. Cape Agulhas municipality did address the challenges. They came to, obviously they were hit with infrastructure damage, which they had to deal with, whereas the district roads department dealt and the provincial roads department dealt outside. But yes, the district coordinates this with the municipality. We've got in our disaster management section, we've got our community assistance officers, if I can call them that, who helps coordinate that. So yes, we can call on gift of the givers, we can call on the provincial departments, we can call on SASAR for that. So the municipalities were coordinating that. As I said, fortunately, we and they did not have to evacuate a lot of people and are not housing people that's in constant need of food. It's more getting dry blankets, dry mattresses, getting people to sleep in their own houses. That's what the municipalities are working towards.
You mentioned that there are 11 families that have been cut off. Are they in any danger at the moment?
No, not at all. So no one is in danger at the moment. And it's purely a matter of we can't get to them. So this particular community is actually high up on the mountain or against a mountain. It's purely a matter of we can't get to them. We will be exploring additional routes today and tomorrow to get to them. And then also bearing in mind that the roads department is expected to open a access route to them early Monday morning when the new or bigger equipment arrives. So they are not in any danger. We are in contact with them. If medical needs or anything like that arise, we've got contingency plans ready for that. You spoke about our coordination with other agencies. We're in constant communication with EMS, with Metro. Their rescue helicopter is available should it become necessary. We often make use of our NSRI swiftwater teams. So we will be able to get through the river and get people in and out should the need arise.
Now, we're obviously very pleased to hear that there have been no casualties, Reinard. How much of this is attributed to work that's been done previously to ensure that whenever there's flooding, there's this level of reaction that mitigates certainly injury to individuals and certainly animals as well?
I think it's probably happening too often, and we're getting quite trained in it. But we've got to recognize the work done by the likes of the Weather Service, etc. Our Weather Service have carried us through major disasters. The biggest, you recall, the level 9 we had in September. And so we get very excellent early warnings from them. They keep us informed. The Western Cape Disaster Management Centre brings that grouping together very quickly, make sure we get all the information. We have very good communication systems within the district. On some of our WhatsApp groups, we're reaching 1,500 people per broadcast. So I think the advantage is that we can get the information out there very quickly. There's still shortcomings in stormwater systems, which we obviously have to deal with. And I know the municipality has approached province to assist with that, the local municipality. So there are still work to be done. But we're getting the process right, and we're getting the warnings right, and we're getting the people out of the affected area. Unfortunately, we're starting to talk about our usual customers. We know which bridge is going to go when, after how much rain, and we can act accordingly.
Okay, and finally, before we let you go, those that are looking to assist in any way, how can they reach out to you, Reinard?
For material assistance, they can contact Cape Agulhas Municipality. I unfortunately don't have their number in front of me, but they are on Facebook and they are on the website. They've published a number on Facebook where people can make donations. So the donations can be dropped off with the municipality, donations like blankets and that type of thing to assist. And it will never go to waste. What we don't use now will be used next time, because this is going to happen again and again and again. And all our planning, everything we do every time is to get it better the next time, because climate changes, this is what we're going to have. We're going to have 1 or 2 floods per year.